Hi, Cancer. How are you? Guess what time it is? It's time for your November reading. It's a general reading, so take what works, see what the messages are for the greatest and highest good. So, what's happening with all of you Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Cancers. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Some of you guys, I think, wanted to make some moves and can't make some moves right now. 4 reasons out of your control. Happens. It happens. All right, let's see what's going on for the month of November. So keep in mind, sometimes lots of different messages come through. All right, we are at 10 of Wands for your overall energy. Okay. God, such an itch on top of my head. It's like my crown chakra is opening up. Maybe that's what's going on with you. Maybe you're starting to really tap into some of your more spiritual gifts. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right, 10 of Wands. You have been carrying these broomsticks for the longest time. Look, your cat's like, you're almost there. Keep going. It's like, but I'm so tired. But listen, you're almost there. Keep going. You know, the 10, it's an ending. So if you have not reached your destination, I mean, I think that's what's happening. It's like you're so close, you can taste it. So like, what's the holdup? That's what I mean. It's like things outside of your control are like getting in your way, keeping you from making your moves, whatever the moves are. All right, 7 of Swords reversed over here in your recent past with the Queen of Wands. Ooh, and the World reversed. It's funny how these cards come out, you know, because I go to pick one and then 2 come out. And I didn't know that there was 2 in this position here. All right, so you've been, you know, carrying a real heavy weight with you, you know, because you're almost to your destination, your goal, your focus. I mean, you're right there. And you're about to start a new cycle. And you're about to put an old one to rest. But you haven't done that yet. Okay, and we've got some retrograde energy going on right now. And I think right now you're feeling really, really good. You're looking really, really good. But whoever it is that you were involved with, we have the 7 of Swords. It could be an air sign, could be whoever. You know who it was. I feel like that door has not been closed. And you're at that point where now you're looking really, really good. And the door, since it hasn't really been closed, I think you dabble a little bit to see whether or not maybe you still have a foot in that door. Even though you don't really want that door, you're going to dabble. Very interesting. But let's keep going. All right, so then we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Now, here's my thought about the Knight of Pentacles reversed. They're very lazy. They don't do anything. They don't pull their weight. So whoever this person is that you were involved with, they weren't pulling their weight. They weren't in, you know, like it was a heavier relationship than it was, you know, anything else, because you had to do everything. So now that you're so close to reaching your goal, you can taste it. And guess what? There's somebody. I mean, there's love. This person from the past, they've got to stay in the past. So close the door. You know, not even like, look, don't even go have dinner with them. Don't do that. Don't do any of that. Because what happens is you sit down, you have dinner, you have a couple glasses of wine, you know, and it's like, you know, next thing you know, it's like, you know, it's really either awkward or you go to bed. Why even do that? Just done is done. You've moved on. Move on. You're looking really, really good, and there is somebody, who, I mean, they've got their eye on you, and I think they've been messaging you. They have a lot to say. You know, they're focused on you. So you've got to close a door because nobody wants to come in knowing that there's, you know, you're still connecting, you know, with your past. Just a little food for thought. All right, so what sits above you, we have the Seven of Wands with the Star card. So for me, a lot of people may not understand some of the things, some of the moves that you are going to make, or even how you move. You know, they might think, well, why is she doing it that way? Why is he doing that? You know, it would be if he just did this, you know, but it's not your thing. So you got to let whoever do their thing. So now you're in that place where, you know, you're going to do your thing, and I think you're going to defend it. I think you're in a position of advantage, you know, because you're shooting for the stars. You're feeling good. You're almost there. Whatever it is that you have been after, you are almost there. And you'll do anything to get there now. Nothing's going to stop you. Even though it feels like you get all these roadblocks, nothing's going to stop you. You know, things are going to turn around here real fast. Okay, so let's talk about this person. I feel that you, Cancer, are starting to have a lot of options. I mean, when I say options, a lot of people who are very interested in you. So I think there's one person in particular who is very interested in you. And it might just happen that somebody who you know, because I just get the feeling that there's more than one person who wants to go out with you, okay, if you're single. All right, but down here we have the Moon card with the Hermit. You know, if you don't know what to do and you have just closed the door on one, why even get involved seriously with anyone? You know, why not just have some fun? And we have the Knight of Wands here with the Seven of Cups. So the Knight of Wands, I mean, that's the life of the party. That's someone who's having fun. That's not somebody who wants to settle down and have kids and, you know, let's get a place and move in together. I mean, you know, the Knight of Wands, they're not about that. They're about like, come on. I heard Sam's got a party going on. Let's go. And people walk in and they're like, oh my God, we've been waiting for you. Now the party can begin. You know, it's that kind of energy. That's you, Cancer. So be you. Don't be so tied down. You know, I mean, is there a reason, a need that you have to be with someone? And like I said, there's a lot of people want to open doors for you, but there's, you know, there's a part of you too that's having a really hard time walking away from this past one. But here's the thing, you know, when I was a kid, we had a station wagon that in the back seat, it faced where, you know, where you passed. You know, it's like you've already been there, right? And you're farther away. You know, walk away from this one. Close this door. Especially now when you feel so good about yourself and people are noticing you. And you have an opportunity right now to find your happy again. So find your happy. That's what I think. So November could be fun. Now I also feel like I get the sense like there's a big dream, like dream work or something with dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. Not even your dreams, even like your thoughts, like when you're walking through the day. You know what I mean? Like if all day long you're thinking about a pair of red boots, right? And it's like, oh, you know, you go to put your shoes on and you think, oh, these would be really pretty if they were in red. And then, you know, you go about your day and, you know, somebody walks by and they got a really cool pair of red boots. Like, oh, look, those nice pair of red boots. You know, that could mean something. Maybe, you know, you really like a pair of red boots. And then, boom, next thing you know, you're standing in front of a window and there's a pair of red boots. Got your name on it. I'm just saying. Anyway, pay attention to your dreams, your thoughts, your intuition. I feel like, you know, when you sit with yourself, you can really tune into your intuition. Be very, very psychic, very tuned. So I think when people start to come around you, and again, I feel like there's a lot of people around you. Not all of them have your best interest. Not all of them are very happy for you to move on. And especially if you are starting to become successful in whatever it is that you are doing, you know, because I think some people think, oh, yeah, she'll never get there. She talks a lot. Oh, he's been saying that forever, right? And now, you know, Cancer, you're right there. And people are going to be like, whoa, he's really going off and doing that. I thought he was always kidding. Find out that Cancer was not kidding. They meant it. Okay, again, celebration, happy times, good times, enjoying yourself. So you have to have the strength to walk away from this person because they're not good for you. And I think they're older than you, and it's like they're not going to change. You know, they're not a page. You know, this person's already been there. They've got their ways, and, you know, you now need to look at your future and pick a direction. 2 of Wands. So, you know what you need to do. So, don't pretend. Just don't. Now, there's a few of you Cancers out there that even though you have this opportunity, you know, to have a lot of different options in love and things like that, you know, don't be one of these people that's love them and leave them. You know, get to know people because you want to get to know them, not because you want to see what's going to happen at the end of the night, all right? That's just for a few. Because I keep seeing, like, this player energy starting to emerge. You know, just because you're out having a good time doesn't mean you have to have a good time, okay? You have a good time and deep conversation. Or, you know, somebody telling jokes, great stories, stuff like that. You know, you don't have to end up, you know, going home with someone. So again, I feel like there's this need to have a lot of strength, you know, walking away from this person, that you need to close this door so that all of this can happen, because it's going to come, you know, so you might as well, you know, not worry about this, put it away. This one, put it away. You're already done with them, remember? You're already done. And even though, you know, it could be one of these situations, because this happened to me, okay? Years ago, when I decided I was going to leave my ex-husband, my ex-husband, so many people were so mad at me that I was going to do that. He needed me, but he needed me. So here's the thing, Cancer. It's like, you know, you can't plug into someone else. You got to plug into yourself, right? So if somebody's trying to do that to you, you're trying to do that to them, it's just not going to work. It's just not. All right, let's get some advice. Page of Pentacles. See, I feel like some of you may be going on a trip or a journey. I mean, there's new opportunities for you. Where'd it go? And I think once we get past, like, Mercury retrograde, that's coming the beginning of November. You know, by the middle of November, I think people are going to start feeling good again. Now, here's the other thing about that, though. As you start to feel good, the days get shorter. And I don't like it when the days get shorter. Do you? I don't. So, you know, maybe you're planning a trip for later on. But you need to save some money for it. You know, you can't hope that the money will be there for it. I think, you know, if you want to take a trip, and I feel like it's a trip far away. Yeah, I keep getting Ireland. Maybe there's, you know, Ireland, or there's a lot of green castles. Anyway, you save your money. All right, so we'll start working towards it. You can manifest it if that's what you need. All right, so advice. Out of the cards comes the King of Pentacles, Judgment reversed, and the Strength reversed. All right, so here we had the Strength card straight up with the Knight of Cups reversed. So I feel like you have to have the strength, you know, really how to deal with this person, who emotionally I think is a little difficult. Maybe they're a little off. Maybe they have a little PTSD. Maybe they've been to, you know, their military, the war. Maybe they're a vet. Something of that nature. Ace of Cups just flipped out. But we have the King of Pentacles with the Judgment card reversed. So I think this person, even though there's a part of them that I think you see is very, very grounded, emotionally they're not that present if you're not present. I think they can spin. But you don't have the strength to close this door. This is why it's not closed. But in the meantime, you know, all these other people are starting to appear. And you're being really tempted to be like, wow, you know, if I could just leave. But could I leave this person? And that's where I think you struggle because, you know, you love the person. Sure, we love the person, but you love yourself too. And I just feel like you get this message that gives you, you know, an opportunity. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities that are coming before you. But you don't know how to leave this, how to close the door. Even though, like, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, you've already left. But physically, you still are around them. So I guess maybe physically it wasn't the right one. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. So, you have an opportunity to go somewhere. Go. All right? If you have time to take a journey, some of you may be going to school. Again, this whole thing with someplace really, really green. You know, where's really, really green in the United States? Go there. Maybe you're from there. I don't know. A place that's very green. Ireland, you know. It's very, very green. Lands of the leprechaun. Anyway, you'll know what to do. All right? But you got to close the door. Even if it hurts, maybe what you need to do. Okay. This dream, I mean, you have a very big, important dream that's going to guide you. Right? And maybe you need to take off. And I do see that you're going to go off by yourself. Okay? At some point, you're going to figure out how to close this door and get away from this person. And it may be one of these things where you leave and then you just stay gone. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to come back. That could be going on. Anyway. Yeah, the Moon card reversed. Something's coming out. So, oh, and then we have the High Priestess and the Hermit. Oh, my gosh. So, there's a lot coming out. There's a lot of things that are hidden that are being revealed. You know, maybe they're going to be revealed, you know. So, pay attention. Pay attention to everything. Everything. All right, I'm going to end it here because, wow, the High Priestess, the Devil, and the Moon card reversed. So some of you Cancers, I mean, you've got a secret. I mean, you're dancing with someone and you shouldn't be. Be very careful because you're going to have a hard time talking your way out of this one if you get caught. Right? I'm just saying, if this is you, if this is them, I almost feel like there's something that's very, very toxic in your energy. Very toxic. And, you know, it's like your intuition's going to tell you. I don't know if some of you have had that voice You know, like for me, when I get into a place where, like I've heard it a few times, where someone's trying to hurt me, I'll hear something. You know, they'll say something to me. You know, like something bad. You know, and it'll be like a whisper in my ear, something bad. You know, so you might have a dream that's warning you about something. Temptation, be careful of temptation. Because again, people are going to try to stop you. And you're almost to your goal, your place, or whatever. So don't let anybody try to stop you or tempt you or pull you away from your dream, especially if you've come so far and you're so close. And for some of you, you might have to move in order to, like, you know, really make this dream happen, because you can't do it where you're at. I just see somebody's taking a trip. They got the map out, trying to figure it out. It's almost as if, you know, Cancer, I hate to keep going, but I keep getting these messages. It's almost as if, you know, you have an opportunity to go anywhere you want. Where are you going to go? Maybe that's where you need to go on your trip, for whoever needs to hear that. All right, you're not working, so get back to work. Oh, there's somebody who's very, very shut down. All right, this is a whole other Cancer. Okay, and then I promise I'm going to go, because the Chariot comes up and we're going to move on. All right, so one last message. This is what happens with the generals. All right, I feel like there is somebody who is not working who is very, very difficult. Either you are being very difficult or the person you are dealing with. And there's nothing you can do. You know, but at some point, somebody decides that they don't want to deal with this person anymore. So if you're being really, really difficult and you're being really, really demanding, I almost get the feeling of, you know, you're asking almost the impossible for somebody to do in order to make you happy. Even you couldn't do what you're asking this person to do, and maybe that you need to keep that in mind. Don't ask somebody to do something that not even you could do. You know, that's not fair. That's not fair. You know, especially if it's something, I just get the feeling that it's something that's just not right. And it almost shuts down everything. So there's a lot to lose too. So that's for a whole other Cancer. All right, I'm done, because there's all kinds of stuff filtering through. I am moving on, and so are you, Cancer. Somebody's going on a trip. You're going somewhere. So have a great time. Be safe on the road. Stay healthy, and I'll see you at the next reading. Until then, bye now.